So I got a phone call. Says, hey, could you build a couple of doors? Well, we're a kitchen shop, a cabinet shop, but primarily we're a woodworking shop. And so, sure, we can build some doors. They had their own lumber, which was native bur oak. Not necessarily all straight and perfect, but we decided we would see if we could make it work. So we mortise and tenon everything together. Lance built a jig to make some mortises, and then we cut our own tenons. We got them all clamped together as best we could, dealing with native bur oak. It's not known to be the most workable, but it's going to turn out super cool. It's going in a really cool store that's sort of retro and has lots of wood in it and so on, so it's going to be a great fit to what they're doing there. So as soon as he gets it all clamped up, we're going to work on getting them flat. As you can see on the picture there on the right side, it's not laying quite flat on the table, and that's because the wood is really twisted. Some of the boards are really bad, and so we tried to make them as flat as we could, but we could only work with what we had. It seems like we need a few more clamps, really. If only we had more clamps. There you can see it wobbling on this table. That's due to the twisted wood, and when you clamp it together into a door, whoops, he wasn't supposed to do that. When you clamp it together into a door, it will twist. So we're putting some twist on the door, a negative twist, opposite of what it naturally wants to do. So that hopefully in the drying process, the doors will then have some natural tension within themselves. So each one of the doors are mortise and tenon. You had to build a jig to run the Festool router and cut those tenon in. They're really big. They're about 9 feet tall. So it was a challenge to get them put together, and they're very heavy once they are done. Again, lots and lots of clamps. So the doors are twisted, and they didn't lay flat if we run them through the sander. They're just going to still be twisted, even though they'd be smooth. So we put them on the CNC, put shims under the corners to get them propped up to where they would be flat and then we flattened one side with a CNC, flipped them over, flattened the other side down. Then they were completely dead flat, parallel, and we didn't have to worry about trying to deal with the twist anymore. So we took as much out as we could by tensioning them, and then took the rest of it out by flattening them on the CNC. So once we got them roughed in, we took them to the job site. We wanted to hang them before they did the finishing in case we had to do any more trimming and so on. It was rough 5x6 framing for the doors, so the openings were not completely flat and square. So we took them to the site. We cut them to fit the holes, cut tapers on them and so on. We were very grateful for the track saw. That's the best tool for that job. So once we got them all straight, leveled up in the doors, into place, then they're going to send them off and get glass mounted in them. Watch out for that shovel there. You're going to hurt yourself. So we got them mounted in place. Everything's squared up to where it fit properly. Had to mark everything to make sure that each door went back into the right place where it came out of. Got all that done. Took them back to the shop. Finish sanded them. Routed up all the edges and so on. Got everything fine-tuned and ready for glass. and we sent them off to the glass shop. They put thermal glass in them because they are the exterior doors of the building. We had to run a dado in everywhere for the glass to go in. Then we run them through the wide belt. Got them all sanded up over and over and over again. I don't know how many times we spent running them through there. So there they are. They got them finished. They got the glass mounted. Then we went back and we did our final assembly, put all the hinges on them. We used a black strap hinge because it kind of fit the look, and it also helped add some structure to the door as well. So we did the strap hinges on the outside. We did angle brackets on the inside on all of them. We did have to trim the bottoms of them again because they had put flooring in since we had been there, which we knew that might happen. So we got them all mounted. We got them hung. Got our brackets on. Angle brackets on the inside everywhere. We did have to bend our hinges a little bit to get them to fit all perfectly, just so that they joined up right in the middle. They did have a kid's door, a little short door for the kids to go in and out of, so we got that in on the side there. Got everything bent up the way it needed to be, so they all lay flat with each other. We got our slide bolts in place. Cleaned everything up, swept up. Always leave your job site clean. You don't want to leave a mess behind you. So we got her all done, swept up, cleaned up. So that's it for that project. It was a lot of fun. It turned out really cool. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.